Hey, brothers and sisters, what's up? This is the Reluctant Nabi back again. Alright, news and views on the news, and some things that I think you should, quite frankly, be aware of. Alright, before I get started, let me greet everybody. Horton, Hadu, Gudag, Ola, Oi to the Bay, versus Los, Bonjour, mes amis, Ketu, Bawani, Konnichiwa, Ni hao, ni ama, Sani Bonani, Jumbo, Habarigani, Assalamu alaikum, and Shalom. Alright, so I got a couple videos coming up today. Check this out on Reluctant Nabi Neo. That's the channel. And this is going to be primarily about the black surgeon dancing, showing her behind while her patients are under during surgery. Not before surgery, during the surgery. Alright, I want you to pay attention to this. This is the unprofessionalism that we've been getting from females and black women in particular for a while in professional industries. Now, I will say this. When I first joined the Army, serving at Fort Polk, overseas and stuff, we had some professional women in the medical corps. I don't know when it changed, but it definitely did change. And it changed for the worse. Alright, I'm thinking 2006-ish. I didn't even want to be in the military after running across women that they allowed to get promoted without even being able to do simple things like sports on a weapon. They didn't know how to use the weapon. One black woman in particular had a white husband, only talked to white men, and I'm thinking that's how she got her rank. I thought that we were all under the same system until she was going up for the same promotion board that I was going up for. She had risen to the rank of staff sergeant and was busted down for some reason, which I'm not going to go into. But what I do know is she did not know anything about training soldiers in basic military skills. Which probably explains why she didn't talk to black men or Afro-Indigenous men or Aboriginal. She only talked to white men. Because somehow that woman got promoted past a bunch of people. And the military had gotten so bad on a professional level because of catering to females that many men decided to get out. Now they're looking for men, and there's no men to be in. Now here's the problem with women's that think, well, all you gotta do is push a button. Every button fails in a real war. Every button fails in a real war. Your weapon fails. A bunch of stuff fails. The difference is the other side will know how to troubleshoot, think like a man, and resolve their issues before the woman will. Because she's naturally not supposed to be in that environment. It's not an environment in which she was created for. Alright? Now, as we get into this, let me remind you, let's get the thumbs up on the channel. Like, share, subscribe. And don't forget, need donations. My PayPal me link is in the description box. Alright. And yeah, that's about it. Let's not forget to share the videos too, especially this one, because there's going to be an overarching point in this video, all right, that I want you to pay attention to. All right, so y'all see the doctor, and I want y'all to understand something. All right, now I want you to pay attention to this. And just think of how many lawsuits are about to pop up to the hospital, for the hospital and this BAW that's working there. All right, this is new BAW professionalism at work.
I'm about to cut it.
You notice when she says she's about to cut it, her and the other BAW, while the guy is out, are, you know, kind of distracted.
Booties all bleak, the waistline snatched. Got a banging body and a smile to match.
Now, I want you to pay attention also to what this educated woman that probably don't need no man too. Pay attention to what she listens to. All right, pay attention to what she listens to. We all know that today's rap music is garbage. I was looking at a Tupac interview where if you didn't write about what the white men in suits wanted you to write about, and that was anything that degraded the black community, as they call it. In other words, you couldn't, they control, understand this. And this is why I'm talking about the NFL sellout Negroes, the hip-hop sellout Negroes. They control the entire industry. But wait a minute, isn't that our industry? We can choose not to be paid by them and just say F you and take our SH back. But we don't, because that was part of the reason they wanted the black women to raise their sons. They create just ignorant, unintelligent people that can't stand for themselves. In other words, physically strong, mentally weak. Everything they stand for is what, well, a single black woman would stand for. They don't even stand for themselves or issues that would keep them or their children alive and prospering. It keeps their children barely alive to be used as servants and slaves, but not to prosper. While bigger jobs, they're turning out and giving them to the BAW. And this is how they spit. The BAW is spitting in their face. Hopefully this hospital loses a lot of money based on this.
Yeah, booties on bleak, waistline snatched. Got a brain body with a style to match. Yeah, you can have whatever you like. Ooh, Betty Boop, just a rabbit. J-Lo, Nicki Minaj, whatever you like. You can have whatever you like. Yeah.
Think about it. Professionalism at work. Think about this. So let's talk about the BAW running around. They are the most educated. Of course you would be when you're given that educated by the system that wants you to slaughter off your offspring, to kick all the men out of the neighborhood and further weaken your neighborhood as a whole. All right, I want you to think about this for a minute. Then you run around lauding it over that you're the most educated. Many of the so-called educated aren't in the industries where a degree is or should be required. It's not a professional thing. These so-called educated women, or women, let me say this right, they remember I said the net wealth of the black woman used to be $5, the net worth. Now the net worth is $0. That's right. If you don't have a degree, your net worth is $0. If you have a bachelor's degree, understand this, black woman. If you're a black woman and have a bachelor's degree, I put it out in the video just before this, the actual numbers. So the net worth of the black women from 20 to 39 with no degree is absolute $0. This is why it is no good for any brother talking about, oh, we can go in and build. No, we're supposed to leave them alone to die out and only build with women that desire to have the builders that they follow in the community. All right, period. That they follow in the community. If they don't want to follow a decent brother, then they have doomed the children that they made with the other Negro. And I'm tired of these stupid simps telling you that a man should step in and take care of another man's seed. No, he should not. He should look for a woman that is willing to bear him his own children. Stop this simp-minded stuff following a black woman's mentality that they could do any kind of horse thing that they want and then turn around and want the good men to take up the slack for their awful bad behavior that they didn't want in the first place. You don't want us, you don't get us, period. And all you simps, how about you? The simps that's claiming this, how about you take care? Oh, you won't, because basically your only source of anything is making videos. Because if you could be caping for them kind of women, I bet you would. But you can't, so you need the good working men with sense to do it. But see, we have sense, so we know not to. So this is the most educated woman. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I went on a rant right there. Kind of on purpose, because I wanted to give you time to think about, for those of you that didn't see the other video, that the net worth of a black woman from the age of 21 to 39 with a bachelor's degree, if you guessed $5, you're wrong. If you guessed from $0 to $5, let's say from $1 to $5, you are wrong. The net worth for a black woman from the for black women, the net worth for black women from the age of 20 to 39 is negative $11,000 to $0. Let me repeat that. The net worth of the so-called educated, I got my degree, and I don't need no man. I'm the mom and the daddy. I use my children and every other resource to get all these student loans and grants and stuff. And now I got me a good job as a teacher that I'm a lord over some man that is a blue collar worker. If he ain't got no degree, not if he don't have no job, not if he don't have an income, no, if he ain't got no degree, he can't be with me. Ain't that the mantra? Yeah, that woman's net worth is negative $11,000 to zero. So, brother, the new slogan for us should be, if you got a degree, you can't be with me. To the black woman, if you got a degree, you can't be with me. Now, let's finish it off with this. Tucker Carlson. Is college really worth it? We talked about the net worth of the black woman. Pay attention to this.
Higher education in America is crushingly expensive. College tuition rates are rising far faster than family income is. Colleges are also politically monochromatic. Once in school, your kids will submit to brainwashing or they will suffer. When they come home, they may have learned to hate the values you raised them with, the ones you believe in. They may also be addicted to drugs and alcohol. So obviously the costs of college are extraordinarily high. But it's worth it, we tell ourselves, for the education. Education is key. Our kids need to learn. So the question is, are they learning? Well, several years ago, a pair of academic researchers decided to find out. They studied data from a group of more than 2,000 students enrolled in four-year colleges who've been tracked over a period of years. The book that resulted from all this research was called Academically Adrift: Limited Learning on College Campuses. Among its many findings, 45% of students, quote, did not demonstrate any significant improvement in learning over the first 2 years of college. Close to 40% didn't learn anything at all over 4 years. How did students learn so little?
Message to the black woman, I got my degree. Why we Afro men says that don't mean a hill of beans to us, because we know that you did not learn anything and you were given a piece of paper that put into your mentality that you were somehow smarter than everybody behind your piece of paper, and all you did was destroy any love left in the community for you.
Well, many of them never really studied. 35% of students reported spending no more than 5 hours a week in academic preparation.
And let me add a caveat to that. There are more videos online of BAWs in college getting pipe laid to by the neighborhood thugs and allowing themselves to be put on film being screwed. They got a lot with Florida AMU. They got a lot with TSU. If you a lot of these universities, these dudes are putting up videos of them waxing the behinds of BAWs that are in college. The easiest poontang that they've had. All right, while they're in college, the BAWs, they don't have to worry about what grade they're going to get. We'll get to that in a minute. So they're partying, being screwed, having all that DNA for all the rest of them Negroes up there in them, and then they come out talking about with a couple children, I'm looking for a good man, and I'm a worthy woman because I have a degree. Have a degree. Understand how much that doesn't matter.
Overall, the study found a 50% decline in the number of hours students spent studying compared to several decades ago. The average full-time college student now spends only 2.76 hours a day on all education-related activities, going to class, studying, all of it, and more than twice as much time shopping, eating, and partying. Multiply this by an entire country, and you wind up with a deeply ignorant population. There has been a consistent decline in adult literacy in America over the past 25 years, despite the fact that more kids than ever are going to college. Two separate studies by the National Assessment of Adult Literacy found that most college graduates fall below proficiency in verbal and quantitative literacy. The majority could not compete simple cognitive tasks like comparing the viewpoints in newspaper editorials or calculating the cost of food items in the grocery store. A 2005 study found that only 31% of college graduates could read and understand a complex book. 31%. Surveys of American college graduates show that they are far more ignorant than their counterparts in virtually every other developed nation. In some cases, college graduates in this country got the same test scores as high school graduates in other countries. As the Educational Testing Service put it, quote, "A decade ago, the skill level of American adults was judged to be mediocre. Now it is below even that." This is a crisis. So you would think that colleges would respond by increasing academic rigor. But the opposite has happened. A survey of the top public universities in America found that only 9 schools required an economics course for graduation, for example. Only 5 required a survey course in American history. And as one researcher noted, despite lip service given to multiculturalism, fewer than half required even intermediate study of a foreign language. Meanwhile, the number of degrees awarded in women's and gender studies increased by more than 300% since 1990. College classes are getting flimsier. College graduates are getting dumber. But you would never know it from their grades, which are getting higher. In 1983, the average college GPA in this country was 2.8. It's now over 3.1. Grade inflation is everywhere, but it's most profound at private schools. At Wake Forest, for example, in North Carolina, the cumulative GPA for graduating seniors in 1988 was 2.84. In 2014, it was 3.4. Nationally, the most common grade given in college courses right now is an A. According to the New York Times, about 43% of all letter grades given are A's. Only about 10% are D's and F's. In other words, more students are failing, yet almost nobody fails. Kids know less, but their teachers assure them they know more. Colleges barely teach, yet every year they increase their fees. Try that in a private business. You might get indicted for fraud. Do it at an American university, and you get billions in taxpayer subsidies.
Can you say wow? So the next time these BAWs holler about their professionalism, what job they got, all the rest of this, remember that none of it is significant. None of it means nothing. It's like somebody that says that they have a lot of money. And remember, it's like somebody that has a lot of tools for cars, but they don't fix cars. The black woman's education is useless. It is useless. Because in it, she forgot the primary things to a community is the seed bearer and the one that protects and brings order. The education don't do that, and it don't turn the black woman into a man as much as she would like to believe. The next thing. The black woman education don't mean anything because we're starting to see all the holes in what she needed to do to obtain such thing. They trained her to do a couple things, not really a troubleshooter, but skilled enough to do a task. And that's what this woman is doing here. Educated? No. Trained to do a task? Yes. Even on a high level proficiency task. Period. The level of professionalism shown here shows you how far from intelligent and thinking the black woman really is. Because any thinking person would have understood that this was not the right time while a person is under the knife to be doing this kind of stuff. Along with the simps. Yep. That wall is even coming for the educated. With that said, I'm out.